Join me as I show you how we transformed this space into this. Now this space had a lot of work that it needed. This is the original kitchen. The layout was not well placed. The fridge was actually in the way of the walkway, and just the plumbing was in some really weird places. And not to note in itself, the laundry room was a very tight squeeze, which included a water heater. So we will be reconfiguring this whole area just to make it function better. The whole house is going to get a new paint job, new flooring, and the bathroom's going to get a little tiny makeover. And in those bedrooms, we're going to be installing some new closets as well, just to make the space more functioning. To start, we had to remove the wall that separated the living room to the kitchen, and this wall was actually load-bearing, so we had to do a little bit more work with it just to make sure that it's structurally sound. If you want to do this in your house, make sure you talk to a professional to make sure it is supported correctly. We built the new door opening for the laundry room because the cabinets are going to be right there, so we did have to build that out. There used to be a chimney right here. So the chimney was falling apart outside. And as you can see, look at all that water damage. Removed it first because of safety, but also because we're moving this water heater. And thank goodness we are moving it. The venting for the water heater was going directly to the pipes for the furnace and was melting them. In like a few more years, they would have had holes in them, and that would be really bad. How you should vent a water heater is with a double wall pipe. So luckily we did remove it, solving that issue. Another thing that we had to address was the floors. We ended up replacing the floors completely because we're running new lines, and it was in pretty rough shape. Once we finished installing the new floors, we hired out the drywall to save us some time. And here is the new space ready for paint. And here is the new kitchen ready for cabinets to be installed. And also here is the new laundry room as well. So much more space. We did decide to build the kitchen cabinets ourselves to make them custom and fit the space better. And I do have a full video tutorial on how to do it yourself, and I'll link to it in the description below. But let's talk about the rest of the house. The big issue with these walls, you'll notice how this is off-colored. It is chipping. There's so much chipping. I don't know if you can see all this in the video, but like this wall down below. So we had to chip it all away so that we could start from scratch. We primed it first to help adhere and fill in all the holes and patch everything. After that, I had to sand it all down so it was ready for paint. And then we cut in and painted the rooms. But also we had to remove the carpet that was in these rooms. At this point, it was time for me to install the new closet system, and I do have a full video tutorial on this that I'll link in the description below. This house got new LVP flooring installed, and I want to remind you what it looked like before and then what it looks like now after this renovation. This renovation took us about 9 months to finish, and we did a lot of the work ourselves, but we did hire out the plumbing, some of the electrical, and the drywall. So here is this space fully renovated, ready for my brother to move in and enjoy the new space. And because we didn't talk about the bathroom, it got new flooring and a new vanity and just the walls painted. Everything else is original. And if you're curious, this renovation costs about $25,000. And I hope you enjoyed this transformation.